Good morning from Wuhan, China. This is very exciting and unplanned. If you watched our last video, basically we weren't planning to come here until yesterday, but we had a really delayed flight and miraculously the airline that we were flying with gave us the option of a refund instead of flying. So instead of having to wait around in the airport for like 6 hours and waste half a day, we cancelled our flight, hopped on a train, and now we're in Wuhan. We've only got like 24 hours here, but we thought we'd rather do this than just sit around waiting, explore a new city. First impressions of getting the DD across from the train station last night is it is massive. We went over like the biggest bridge I think I've ever been across. So it'll be nice to see it in the daylight and explore a little bit. It's a little bit drizzly, a little bit grey, but it's still warm. But yeah, let's explore Wuhan. The weather is not on our side so far. We've been to the Yellow Crane Tower, was it called?
Yeah.
Yellow Crane Tower. That was pretty impressive, but it was very busy. It's a Saturday, obviously. We didn't plan this in advance, so if we were to plan in advance, I don't think sightseeing on a Saturday is probably the best, because we got there at 8:30 and by 9 it was absolutely heaving. But it was really cool. I'm glad we went. We went up to the top, saw the views. Thank goodness for translation apps, because nothing was in English, but we were able to translate most of the art and signs and stuff, which was cool. And now we're just wandering around Wuhan in the rain. I've just bought this £1 umbrella. Connor's just braving it for some reason. He didn't want a £1 umbrella. We did just kind of detour through a wet market by mistake, which was cool. It's interesting to see like the real China, but obviously as vegetarians and animal lovers, it was a bit sad. So we kind of just heads down and walked quite fast through there. Our problem, not theirs, it's their culture. So yeah, that's fine.
We stopped in a really cool shop though.
Yes, we did. We stopped in a really lovely shop, picked up a little souvenir, which I forgot to film any of. Oh, hello.
Like a wet dog.
But basically we went into this tiny little souvenir shop that was like a poet who was writing all of his poems on like scrolls and leaves and different fabrics and stuff. So we got a tiny little souvenir. It's very lovely.
We definitely would have got some of his bigger art if we could take it back.
Yeah, it was lovely.
It was really nice.
Maybe I'll put some pictures in here so you can see. We're on the hunt for some dinner before we go out exploring for the evening. So we've just come to the mall that's next to our hotel to see if we can find something veggie. We've not had too much luck so far, but let's see. A very long day, we're very tired, but we've just had a coffee. Rogue decision maybe at 8 o'clock, but I feel like we needed it. We've just been for some dinner. We're now just waiting for a taxi to take us down to the riverfront, where we're gonna just see the night lights, have a look at the night market, and then call it a night, I think. We are leaving Wuhan this morning. It's 8:47. We're just going to go downstairs and get a Didi to the station, and then we've got a 2.5-hour train to Nanjing. Normally the vlog starts or ends as we travel to a new place, so I haven't filmed any of it. So this time you get to be involved. We have made it to Nanjing. We've checked into our little apartment, it's very nice, and we've come straight out for some food because we were starving. So we've just come to a little dumpling place and they have steamed veg dumplings on the menu, so that's what we're getting. It's much colder here. The train was 3 hours and 20 minutes in the end, but I would say it kind of feels like having gone from like maybe London to Edinburgh in temperature wise. So yeah, I think we might need to layer up for the next couple of days. I've got a good feeling about Nanjing.
I've got a good feeling about Nanjing too.
I would say I liked Wuhan, it was cool, and it was cool to see somewhere new, and it was cool to stop off somewhere different, but arriving in Wuhan felt a little bit overwhelming. We're getting closer to Shanghai, there seem to be more vegetarian options, which is nice. So I think, from what I've read, once you're in Shanghai and Beijing, you can just go to veggie and vegan restaurants again. Xixi.
Gives my head. I reckon it's pretty regular.
Oh. Xixi.
I was wondering what you discussed.
Would you call that a discussion?
Well, you seemed grateful.
Get stuck. This is genuinely the nicest thing I have ever eaten, maybe in my entire life. I can't describe how good it is. It's like the flavour of sweet and sour mixed with sweet chilli, mixed with honey, and the texture is like crunchy and juicy. I'm already sad that I'm never going to be able to eat this again. This is the best food we've had on this trip so far. For sure.
Becky is cold. It's 15 degrees.
But it's cold. We have just come from Confucius's temple in Nanjing. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Very overwhelming place. It wasn't kind of the temples that we're used to going to. It was more of like a carnival.
Yeah.
Very like neon lights, lots of noise and stuff. It was cool, but I think we're both feeling a bit hungry and headachy, and it was quite a lot. So we've come to the first veggie place that we found, which is more steamed dumplings, but they've got 3 different veggie options, so we're going to try all 3 and see what they're like. I like that one. That one was cabbage and mushroom.
Nice. Chonk.
This one's good. We just had such a result with dinner. We just paid, we'd eaten it and we paid, and we thought that we were paying £10 for this meal, and we were fine with that. Like, we thought, well, it's a bit more expensive than where we've just been, but like, you know what, the food's good, it's fine. We paid £1. We were paying 10 yuan, not £10, because on the menu we hadn't seen the decimal point.
That is a result.
Absolute result. Love that for the budget. We should go back and get 20 more. It's day 2 in Nanjing. Well, day 3 if you count Sunday. I've woken up with the insatiable craving for baked beans or avocado toast, or even just scrambled eggs on toast, and I don't think anywhere in the whole of Nanjing can provide us with those things. We're gonna go to Luckin Coffee and just get a pastry or something, I think, but I miss you baked beans. Apparently that's one of the top 6 most beautiful bookshops in the world. So I don't know what the top 5 are, but it was very nice.
Very nice.
I can see why. That used to be a bomb shelter, in the war, like a war bunker, and then afterwards it was an underground car park, and now it's a bookshop.
We learnt a bit about how Chinese books are structured, and they've got loads of Western books in there, obviously in Chinese, but as throughout the book they've just got little brackets with what it is in English, which is quite nice. I didn't know that.
Learn something new every day. Hi! We've come to Zhongshan Scenic Area in Nanjing. This is where there's a mausoleum and the Botanical Garden and loads and loads of stuff actually. It's like a huge area. I don't know if we're going to get to see it all because we're both so tired. We're like really flagging. We just got a 20-minute taxi here and I think both of us could have definitely fallen asleep in it. So we're going to see how we go. It's only like 4 o'clock and we haven't really had lunch. We just grabbed like a snack. So the energy levels are low, but it's meant to be very lovely. It looks very pretty already. So yeah, gonna see what's going on here. Well, that was all a bit of a shame. We're here too late for the advertised tulip sea that's meant to be out all spring, which is fine. That's not our, that's not their fault. We're just here at the wrong time. But we've just been into the inside bit, which is meant to be like a botanical, like Kew Gardens kind of thing, and it's got all like the tropical rainforest plants. But they all just seemed
Very sad.
very sad. Oh well, at least we tried it.
Yeah.
We had a nice walk.
Lovely.
Saw some nice ducks. So this is our WeChat chat with our hotel. When we first arrived, they sent us all of this info and a QR code here. So what we have to do is scan this, and then it comes up with this like mini app that lives inside of WeChat. And every time we open the door, we have to wait for it to load, and then it comes with an unlock button. And that's how you open the door. How crazy is that? It's our last day in Nanjing this morning. We've got until about 12 o'clock before we have to get our train. We're up bright and early. We're going to try and squeeze in the Nanjing Memorial of the Japanese Massacre Museum, I think it's called. It's meant to be like an incredibly moving, powerful kind of museum, similar to like the Holocaust Museum in Berlin, but obviously about the Japanese invasions and atrocities that happened here during the war. So a nice cheerful morning. At least the sun's finally shining.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually quite interesting here because obviously there's a lot of honking all the time, but that's only because all the cars pretty much and all the vehicles are electric. So actually the traffic noise is really, really quiet. But because it's so quiet, they kind of have to honk their horns because otherwise you can't hear them coming. I thought it was interesting because we always seem to think that China's like behind in that kind of thing, but actually they're way ahead. So the Memorial Museum that we just went to was very, very good and very worth visiting. Obviously quite harrowing and quite sad, but it was good. I'm glad we went.
Yeah,
I feel like we learned a lot about.
It was really well done. Wasn't it?
It was really well done. Not at all like sugar coated. Like some of the pictures were quite horrible. And there's an actual preserved grave site there. I think I'm pretty sure it wasn't a replica. It was the actual remains that you can see. So yeah, it was very dark, but very interesting. And I feel like I learned a lot. I actually didn't even know that Nanjing used to be the capital of China, which is probably really ignorant on my part. Because we're just not taught about this sort of thing at school in England. Like, we learn about the European World War One and World War Two, but we didn't get taught anything about China and Japan, really. Even at A-level, I think we touched on Japan a little bit.
There was a bit of Manchuria.
Yeah, but not much. And anyway, it's now 11:35. Our train is at 12:45. We're going to check out now. We're going to head off to the train station. So I think we're going to leave the vlog here for now. I suspect that this is a shorter vlog. I haven't looked at how much footage we've got. I don't feel like we've done as much. We've been a bit more tired, haven't we? We've been coming home earlier and stuff, but maybe it'll be fantastic. I don't know. Hopefully it has been good. But anyway, that's the end of this vlog, and we will see you for our next one. Bye!